Today we'll learn how to go from this photo, regular studio photo, all the way to this really cool Lara Croft type photo manipulation. So let's start. Hey guys, it's Nemanja and welcome to another fun photo manipulation tutorial. This is a finally step-by-step tutorial. I don't know how long it would be. Maybe it will be a little bit longer, but who cares? You will learn so many cool things like how to add a blood on the skin, how to add some dirt, how to add some scratches on the skin, also how to match foreground and background and add few more cool elements there. So let the fun begin. Right guys, welcome to my Photoshop world. So we will start with these two photos, the photo of the model and the photo of the background. So basically the photo of the model originally looked like this, but I extracted her out of the background just to save the time for this tutorial. It was just a basic extraction, nothing special. If you don't know how to select anything in Photoshop and later extract it, you can watch my tutorial over there. Okay, now that we covered that, let's go back to the scene. So basically, what else I did here, I changed the arrows from this direction right here all the way to this direction right there. I had them here, so I just switched. And also I removed this string right here because it was a little bit, this is original, a little bit distracting. So let's start with this. This is a starting position. You have foreground, you have background. So first thing that you need to do is to match the foreground with the background. I have so many tutorials on that topic. Different techniques how you can do that. You can choose whichever you want, but today I will show you another one using really cool software that I really like and I really recommend. It's called Boris FX Optics. I have a full tutorial on them. If you want to check it out on the link right there. But today I will use it for adding certain effects to this photo. Okay, so first thing what I like to do is to turn this layer into smart object. I already did. To do that, just right click and convert to smart object. That's it. Then I will go to filter Boris FX Optics. I'm turning this into a smart object just because in that way I will be able to go back and forth from Photoshop to Boris FX Optics if I want to change something. Okay, so we are here in the Boris FX Optics and I will not go through the interface right here because I already explained that in one of previous episodes. You can check that out. But the point here is that I have layers same like in Photoshop and I want to match the foreground with the background using Boris FX Optics, and that's really easy to do it right here. So how to do that? So down below right here we have a lot of different filters and I want to go to color one and let's see if we can expand this a little bit. Okay, this is perfect. And I want to go to this one, match, because I want to match foreground and the background. So I will go to match, I will go right here to browse and I just need to find my background photo. This is it, and now it will load the background photo and it will automatically match foreground with the background colors and brightness, which is amazing. So this is it, this is the result, and we can see the output result or we can see the source result. So this is a photo, this is the output result. As you can see right here, this looks maybe a little bit darkish and maybe too colored. So I have brightness and color here and I can change these things. So I want to go with the brightness a little bit less. This is a little bit better for me, and with the color I can go all the way down. So this is the original starting position and this is the matched color with the background. So I will go around 85 or so. This looks pretty cool. And then I will go to this gear icon and I will load this into Photoshop. If I'm not satisfied with the result, I can always go back from Photoshop to Boris FX and change some things. So this is the result that you can see right here. This is before and this is after. So before and after, really cool. But what I don't like here, few things. First of all, the model is a little bit darker than I wanted. So if we go and add black and white adjustment layer here, you can see I'm just adding this as a helper layer. You can see that the model actually it's darker than we want to be. So we will go to the model, we will go to the exposure and clip the exposure to affect only the model and we will brighten up the model. So I will go around like this, looks pretty cool. And now if we hide this black and white adjustment layer, see, this is beautiful. So this is before, obviously before the exposure layer. The background and foreground, the model and background doesn't match at all, but with these settings, it's beautiful. Now we need to get rid of these halos around the arms and all other things. So for that there is an easy fix. What we need to do is just to load the selection of the model, control click on the layer, this is it, and load this as a layer mask right there, and also control click, and I want to load it as a smart filter too. So just control backspace to fill with the black. Black is background color. And now we want to invert this. Control Command D to deselect, Control or Command I to invert it. And this is it. We don't have any kind of issues right now, as you can see. I just added these two masks, and that's all what we need to do. Okay, so now that we covered that, one thing that I forgot to mention is you can see this arrow point here, this arrow tip. It's like blade tip, and the original was just a regular point. And I didn't want to play with this on a photo shooting. I have that one, so I added later in that post-production process where I extracted the model and added this. So just paste it there. Nothing special, nothing tricky. Okay, now the fun part starts. Now we need to do, what we need to do is to add some blood, to add some scratches, to add some dirt, to make some holes or one hole in a t-shirt, and a few other cool things, to add some sun rays, lens flares, etc. A lot of cool things, so let's do it. First of all, what I like to do here is to select the model and the background, Control or Command G, and name this model. And everything what we do now, we will do in this group where the model is. First of all, I will create a new layer. I will name it blood, and clip it to affect only the model. Okay, then we need to change some colors. So I will go with some darkish red, something like this. We can also switch between different tones of red. So I will go with this type of red. I will go from normal to multiply blending mode, and I just need to paint some blood right here. So we can go with a regular soft round brush and just, as you can see, paint some blood like that. But I don't want to do that. You can, it's not wrong at all. So what I like to do it, and how I like to do it, is just to go and use my cloud dust brush, because it's a little bit irregular. It's not round shape and everything is perfect. So I want this. You can see I want something like more irregular type for this effect. So here will be a blood. Okay, we can make it a little bit bigger and add something around like this. Also maybe some blood that is coming right there. And now this is a process that takes a little bit patience and time. You just need to draw a blood here. And every time it will be different, because this is a random thing. You can make it however you want. Now you can go and change maybe to a little bit brighter tone, or even a little bit darker tone for these parts in the middle where there is a lot of blood here on this bandage. And I really like this. So as you can see, it's pretty good. Also, what we can do, we can make some kind of a blood teardrop, or how to say it. So to do that, let's go with regular soft round brush like this. Go with a little bit brighter red color, and we can go like, just paint like this. Let's go with let's go like it's coming from here and it's going all the way here. That's not bad at all. Okay, a little bit thinner here. And also let's make a drop shape like this. Perfect. And for this to be believable, what we need to do is actually to add a volume here. So I will go with the, let's go with white, why not? And just add a reflection right there. See? Like this. And also with on this side, just a little, let's see. Yeah, this is much better. Now we can see like it's real blood. It's perfect. It has a dimension here. So this is cool. We can do that also here if we want. But it's too small. This wouldn't be visible. If you're putting this on Instagram, nobody will see that. But I like these details and I really love this type of things. Okay, let's go back to my cloud dust smoke brush. You can purchase this brush for just $1 on my website. You have the link down there in the description. Or if you want to make it on your own, you have a tutorial completely on how to create a smoke brush, dust brush on the link right there. So check it out, it's your choice. So let's see. I will add a little bit more blood here. Just more details. And this can last for so many minutes, like 10, 15 minutes, making those details better and better, but I will stop here. It's pretty good. This is bloody and this is cool. Okay, now let's add a new layer and name it dirt, because we want to make some dirt here. This is clean bandage, it's a new one, so we don't want that. What we want to do is to grab some darker tone, maybe like this, and just add some kind of... I'm using the same brush, so dust brush, smoke brush, this cloud brush, and I will just randomly add some patches of dirt here and there. See? Doesn't look like it's new one now, so this is much better. So now the procedure is to add this type of dirt all the way on the shirt, on the face, on the arms, hands, etc. So I'm thinking to fast forward this because this will last a little bit longer. So I will show the basic things. Basically, what we are doing is just adding this. It's 20% opacity brush, and I'm just adding this and making things darker. So I want to go to multiply blending mode, that I forgot, so multiply blending mode, and just make things darker. This is it. And make brush smaller, bigger, and just paint all over the place, wherever you think she can get some dirt on the skin. And this is it, simple as that. Okay, I will fast forward this process. Okay guys, so this looks pretty nice. Let me show you. Before these effects, clean, nice lady, but with this, she's so dirt and not like that, not like that. She has a lot of dirt on the skin, on the t-shirt and blood, etc. So pretty cool. So let's go back to the blood and let's add a few more blood details, some here and there. So we can go and add here blood, like she punched somebody with a fist and there's some scratches, something. So we can do that. Okay, let's make a bit brighter color. Then we can maybe, if this is too much, we'll see. If this is too much, we can easily erase things. So now I want to go a little bit darker and just add some details inside. Okay, like this. Let's see. Yeah, this looks cool. Maybe let's go to eraser and just go with, I don't know, 30% and just, oh, too much, maybe 10% and just erase a little bit. So like this. Okay, and we can leave this aside. So maybe a little bit more blood here. Like this. Why not? And also some blood on a t-shirt we can make, like it's not her blood, it's from fight or somewhere, I don't know. A little bit here and there, a little bit. Just a little bit like that, just, you know, just a random. Okay, so this looks pretty cool. Also what I like to do, I like to add some scratches. And to do that, I will again use my custom-made Cloud Smoke brush. It's in the package that you can download, purchase from my website again. And I will use this one. This is pretty cool, and it's really cool for these scratches. I will use again red color. This is blood. Let's make a new layer for scratch. I think this is how you spell it. Okay, scratches, and let me show you. So if I want to make some scratch on the arm, yeah, perfect. So go to the multiply blending mode, make brush a little bit smaller, and see, nice scratch. Like, it's really nice. Okay, so we can go to 50% opacity and just make a few scratches, like she has some wounds, some scratches from I don't know where, but she has it. Also here on the chin, I want to add a few scratches, like now when you injure yourself. And here is the main scratch, and then few smaller ones. This looks pretty nice. Yeah, this looks really good. So I will go back to this brush, a little bit darker tone, and just add a little bit more like this here. Perfect. Let's see. Yeah, she scratched this part of the chin. This is really cool. So let's go back to another brush, this one, and let's make a few scratches more. So some scratches on the shoulder, but let's see, make a brush bigger. And also here we want some scratches. Like she scratched biceps. And you can do a lot of these type of scratches. We need to blur these ones here, and also the dirt, because the hand is blurred this way, so it's out of the focus. So you can play with this and add so many scratches, maybe on the forehead here one. Why not just like this, or I don't know, something like just a detail. And you can play with this however you want, how many times you want, but I will stop here. I'm just giving you some ideas what you can do. And now let's go to this kind of blur, maybe strength around 30, and just blur these a little bit, see, and these a little bit more, because these are out of focus. And also the dirt here, I need to blur this, maybe like this. Perfect. And let's see, somewhere here, we need to blur it here too. Scratches a little bit, yeah, like that. Okay, so this looks really cool. We added so many details. So this is before and this is after. I really like it. So the next thing is to add some hole on a t-shirt right there, and for that I will, again, believe it or not, use the cloud dust smoke brush. It's so amazing that you can use this brush in so many different ways. So let's make some hole. Okay, so to make that hole I will create a new layer, and I will go right there and I will choose this type of brush, or maybe this one. Let's see, we'll see. I will go with darker color. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. And I will just make a shape of that hole that I want to have here. So I'm using this brush, guys, because again, I want some imperfections. When you tear the fabric, you have some imperfections. So this is why I'm using this. I can use this one too, but it's a little bit too soft on the edges. Maybe this one, I want a little bit to see, like, let's zoom this, a little bit harsher edges, like that. But actually, I really like, let's undo this a few times. I really like how this brush is doing job. So this looks pretty nice here. And we are almost done. Let's see if this will be a hole of the t-shirt. Now the next step is to use this, actually, this drawing as a selection, and to create a new layer. And let me show you this. Control click on this selection, then go to clone step tool, go to that new layer and choose current and below, and I will go and clone this skin right there. And I just want to put the skin inside. So this is it. This is what I'm doing. Deselect, and here we have a skin. It's pretty cool, but it's still not real. So we need to double click on this layer, and we will have this layer style dialog box. We want to get some inner shadow here. So inner shadow, perfect, color black. Okay, the light is coming from that direction. This is cool. And now we just need to play with all the things here. So this looks decent. We don't want choke. The distance, it's pretty cool, and I just want to lower the opacity. Or I can change the color. Maybe I want this color. Or not, a little bit darker. So depends how dark shadows I want. I like, actually, let's leave it like this, but I will control it with opacity. So this looks pretty good. So this is why I choose this brush. As you can see, like this is really whole on a t-shirt. And also what we can do right there is to go to, we don't need this, this is a selection, we can delete it, and we can go right there, clip it to effect, only that, and bring a new layer and name it dirt 2. So number 2. And now we can play with again this brush and just add even more dirt there. Multiply blending mode, don't forget that. Like the skin is a little bit dirty from I don't know what, but this is pretty cool. Also we can add some scratches there. So let's go and create a new layer, scratch 2, and go with the red, go with this brush, pretty cool. Multiply blending mode, everything is the same. Let's add some scratch here. Why not? Whoops. Like this. This looks really cool. Okay, so what we did here, we did a lot of things. We can add even more scratches if we want here and there, and also on the face or wherever we want. It's completely up to you how many details you want to. Do you want to get over the nose or not? Or I don't know, whatever you want, you can do it. Everything is allowed. This is just for fun. Okay, I want to add even more dirt here, but not this. I want this. Perfect. So just a little bit. Not here. I don't like it here. So maybe here. Maybe here. Neck is too clean. I don't want too clean neck. So this looks pretty cool, I think. Okay, so for the time's sake of this tutorial, let's stop it here. And now again we have to add really cool effects to make this even more believable. So what we will do, we'll go right there, group everything into one single layer, Shift Control Alt T or Shift Command Option E on a Mac to merge everything into one layer, right click, convert to Smart Object. And now we will add some really cool effects. Again, I will use Boris FX Optics. And one thing, guys, if you want to try Boris FX Optics, you can try it for free. You can download it. You have the links down there in the description. Also, if you want to purchase this software, it's amazing software. You can use my code. Everything is written down there in the description and get 25% off the price, which is pretty good deal. Okay, so let's go to the filter, Boris FX Optics, and let's add some really cool effects there. Okay, so this is our photo. These are our layers. What I like to do here is to reset everything. And first thing, what I like to do here is to think what I want to do here. Actually, I know what I want to do. I want to add some kind of light beams, so sunbeams here. And I will go to light, obviously, and I will go here to sun rays. Okay. And now you can see we have really cool effects. We can add the sun from the direction we want. Also, there are so many different type of effects right here. You can go and add some clouds if you want. So let's unzoom this, just add it out of the frame. And you can add sunbeams with some cloud smoke inside. That's cool. Also, you have so many parameters here that you can change the colors, change the direction, the distance of the rays, etc. So many cool things. And you have also not just that, but some other crazy stuff that you can do with Boris FX, so with optics. So I don't want to go through all of them. I will just go with the default, and I'm unzooming this just to add this out of the frame. So I want the sun to come from this direction where it actually is coming on the background, and this is pretty cool. So we can go to parameters and we can change the length of the rays, so maybe a little bit less or maybe a little bit more if you want. So something like this looks pretty cool. We can change the color, we can change so many things, but I really like this default value. So let's go back here, but I don't like this, so I don't want to go from this or these parts here and these parts here. So what we can do, we can go and add a layer mask. There's so many different types of layer masks. The easy masks are amazing, but I want to paint this time. So I want to invert the mask, and go just paint with, let's see the size of the brush. We can make the brush a little bit bigger like this, 100% opacity. This is cool. And I don't want this. Okay, see, I'm painting it here on the mask. And what I don't want to be over the face or here. Also, I don't want it here. I don't want it. And also here. Let's see if I miss somewhere. So this is pretty good. I don't want it here too. This is really cool. So this is before, this is after sun rays. It's really cool difference. So I don't want it here too. So let's go to layer mask and remove from this part and this part, and let's see if I want to remove it from somewhere else. Let's go back here, go to before and after. Maybe the arm and maybe this part right there. So maybe this, and all the way from these parts. But otherwise, this is pretty cool. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. So the next thing what I like to do, I like to add some other things. For example, sun flares. Why not? Like there is a light source on this side right there. So yeah, but I don't want to add it on this layer. I want to create a new layer and want to have this effect on a separate layer. And let's go to lens flare, and this is amazing because we can move it wherever we want, and we have tons of lens flares here. And what I want to do, I want to go, you have J.J. Abrams Star Trek types of lens flares which you can set and move them however you want, but I don't want that. For this photo, I want this sun soft. This is cool, and I want to position it somewhere here out of the frame. Like there is a light source over here to justify this rim light, and we can make it brighter. We can put it a little bit further away. Let's say we want it here, and let's make it a tiny bit smaller. So let's say that this is okay. Let's say that I don't want to spend more time here tweaking this because I don't want to waste your time, guys, but I can play with this, and it's tempting to play with these settings, but let's leave it like this for now. Maybe just a little bit more like this. Maybe just a little bit more left. Like that. Okay, so let's see before and after. This is before, this is after, and this is before and after too. So this is it. Let's go and create another layer. And this time, what I like to do here is to play with some colors. Okay, so let's go to the color tab, and let's go to, let's go to color correct. Perfect. And here we have so many presets, and let's see which one I want. We can go to this kind of alien, but I don't want that, or different movies, but maybe this one is cool. Let's see. This one looks cool actually. Cleopatra, let's see. This one looks cool too, but see, Babe, no. So this one looks cool, but I want to reduce the opacity pretty much a lot, like this. And this is how I like it, so let's see. Okay, we can go to Film Labs, and we can go to film stocks. We can add different type of, as you can see there, amazing amount of these film stocks, and you can change to, for example, Fujifilm simulations and get something like this, etc. But I want to go to the looks here, and here we have so many cool things. We have halo effect, we have dreamy effect. Let's see, we have also, you can tweak all of these. You can see so many settings. You can just tweak this however you want. We have let's see, romantic, but this is not romantic scene, but this is like from some kind of, I don't know, maybe some fairy tale or something like that. I want to go to punchy, and come on, this is it. This is pretty cool. So let's see if we lower the opacity a little bit to 50 or so. Let's see. Yeah, I like it this. So let me show you before And after we did a lot of things here, and also what I like to do for the end is just to add, where is it, lens. I want chromatic aberrations on the sides because I like that, so a little bit, around 30 or so, it's pretty okay. And yeah, I want that, so let me show you what I mean by this. See those chromatic aberrations on the sides, on the edges? See here and here, I really like that. I don't know why, but for me this is really cool touch. Okay, so I will go like this. When I'm happy with that, I can just press gear icon here and we will load this back into Photoshop. If we want to go and change something, this is a non-destructive way to do Boris FX Optics. If we want to go to change something, we can double click on the smart objects and go back into Boris FX Optics and change every single layer however we want. This is amazing. And this is our final result. I really like it how this came out at the end. We went from this regular studio photo all the way to really cool artwork of Lara Croft is fighting in a jungle with, I don't know, whoever you want. You can imagine with animal or person or whatever. But the point here is that with just a little bit of the knowledge and a little bit of the effects like blood, dirt, scratches, and a little bit changing the colors and adding some effects like sun rays, etc., you can do a lot of things. You can just go from regular, a little bit boring studio photo to really cool artwork that we went here. So basically a little bit of the skills, a little bit of the imagination, and some software tools, you can make a lot of cool things. That's it for today, guys. I really hope that you like this photo manipulation, that you learn a lot of cool things, you got inspired to create something on your own. And also, if you have any kind of questions regarding to this episode, leave me down there in the comment section below. Don't forget to check Boris FX Optics. It's amazing software. You can do a lot of cool things there. Again, you have the link down there in the description. You can use my discount code to get 25% of the price. And that's basically it. If you're a first time viewer of this channel, consider subscribing because I'm releasing new tutorials every single Thursday. So stay with me. Hit that like button, hit that bell icon, and subscribe if you're not already, and see you next week in the next fun episode. Bye bye.